And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for Darrynton Evans. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
He's going deep for Brown.
Mariota's pass.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Rolling to his right. That's complete to Darrynton Evans, the running back. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Quick throw out wide from Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Bryce Love, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Fourth down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Ravens nothing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 4.
We always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I had first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jones on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Mariota. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
29-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Here's Mariota. On the screen, this is Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, here's Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
44-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Mark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
By the Titans.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception here, Mariota steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good.
Good kick.
And the lead now increases to 20-0.
20. Ravens.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So we reach halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Ravens nothing.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Marcus Mariota sacked. A fumble on the play.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Darrington Evans.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got Evans. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
9 yards that time.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you.
And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a run with Evans. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
The ball carrier.
A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
Throwing, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Mariota's pass forced to the ground. And
here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Breaks a tackle. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
They'll take over.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Patrick Queen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now an option play on 2nd down. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Duvernay. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Justin Tucker.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. To throw Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Mariota here to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darrynton Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Will Lutz lining
Well,
up.
partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Today's final score.
Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Titans, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will be at
Let me me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Kick it.